Hey you guys, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey back with another video. Excuse how the hair is looking today, but it's just one of those days. It's the holiday. Don't judge me, okay? So let's talk about it. I actually took some quick notes on this here. Turns out that Macron and Trump had let's just say a frank conversation in regards to the latest that's going on in the EU. In my opinion, I only think that's a small part of it, but I think their conversation has to do with something a lot deeper than what meets the eye. Let's talk about it. The conversation was focused on discussing the security issue in Paris currently. So apparently, EU leaders actually took it upon themselves after the conversation to gather together and to discuss ending the war that's currently taking place in Ukraine. And the reason why they felt the need to do this, the reason why they felt so compelled to, if you will, is because the EU leaders were concerned that they were being cut off from key negotiations. And the fact that they play such key parts when it comes to that side of the spectrum. And they started noticing a few things started shifting. And it wasn't shifting in their good, in their line of focus, if you will. They felt the need that this conversation needed to happen, and it needed to happen today. Which is completely understood because since they do play such a key role when it comes to their segment they represent, it's understood that they want to be able to have some type of contribution to that, be able to acquire something from it for their side of the spectrum. So it'll be interesting to see what comes from all of this in regards to that conversation. As for who all was there at the meeting that took place after that frank conversation that Macron and Trump had, it appears it was Italy's Giorgia Meloni. Going to my sheet here. So it was Italy's Giorgia Meloni, UK's Keir Starmer, Germany's Olaf Scholz, and I will make sure to put the names on the screen here as well for you guys, okay? Spain's Pedro Sanchez, Denmark's Mette. Do excuse me if I butcher the names, you guys. I think it's Mette Frederiksen. Poland's Donald Tusk, and Dutch Prime Minister Dick Schoof, or Schoof, Schoof. Also in attendance, it appears that it was the European Commission President, which is known as Ursula von der Leyen, and also the Council President, known as Antonio Costa. And not to mention the NATO Secretary, General Mark Rutte. So we shall see. Now, all of this is fine and well, but what my inkling is telling me is that the reason why they had that frank conversation before the EU had a meeting afterward, I really feel it has a lot to do with what Candace Owens has done recently when it came to discussing Macron's wife, Brigitte, however you want to pronounce it, tomato. I really feel that that was what the conversation was about, in my honest opinion. Because so much has been revealed, and the fact that they even offered to try to pay her to keep the material from not being further posted for others to see. They are, in fact, trying to pull her away from shining a light on what has already technically been revealed. I have to commend her and her team for doing the research that they've done. They've definitely done the research and then some, in my opinion. It's kind of sad, though, that people in such positions like that would go to such great lengths to try to silence a person just because they are afraid of a truth coming out, when in all reality, they should have just been honest from the beginning, and none of this would have ever happened. It makes you just wonder, like, why? Why would they go through such great lengths to do things like this. Like the whole idea with Brigitte, right? You know, people started paying close attention when they noticed like how Brigitte would walk, or how Brigitte would actually cover up her neckline, right? You know, always wearing scarves and such. Or how Brigitte would actually walk to a chair to sit down. Her posture gives it away as well. Also, as well as the earlier photos, you know, it's hard to deny what's there, what truly meets the eye. I mean, you have to be completely blind to not be able to see or hear what has been shown in the documentary so far. So now that it's out there, why not just own it? I don't quite understand. It simply is what it is, especially with it being 2025. Now that the information is out there and there's proof, substantial proof to show what's going on and who Brigitte really is, why not just own it and just get it over with? And to honestly think within our country that having a conversation with the President of the United States in hopes that he would try to silence her, can you honestly think that's going to happen in the land of the free, the home of the brave? You really think that that's going to go down? I have to say sorry on that one. Sorry, not sorry, because there are too many eyes and ears that is on this story right now, and there are too many eyes and ears on her and her family now. That's not going to happen. What are you guys' thoughts about all of this? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, I'm sending you off with love and light, and I will see you in the next video. Be blessed, you guys.